quiet bend of the Huangpu River lies beneath an endless sky, where muddy banks, tall reeds, and shallow pools create a peaceful landscape untouched by time. Small wooden fishing boats drift gently across the calm water as fishermen cast woven nets into the river that has sustained generations. Simple thatched huts stand among cultivated fields where families dry fish, weave baskets, and prepare meals over small cooking fires. Children play along narrow footpaths, while water buffalo graze nearby, and birds circle high above the wetlands. From this single riverside viewpoint, there is little hint that one day one of the world's greatest cities will rise here. For now, life moves with the rhythm of nature, and the river remains the heart of everything. As decades quietly pass, the tiny settlement slowly begins to expand. Wooden piers stretch farther into the Huangpu River, welcoming merchant boats carrying silk, tea, porcelain, and grain from distant regions. Thatched homes gradually give way to traditional Chinese houses topped with graceful gray-tiled roofs, while warehouses appear beside the shoreline to store valuable goods. Market stalls fill with colorful fabrics, pottery, and handcrafted items as traders and craftsmen bring new life to the growing town. Elegant sailing junks crowd the river. Trees planted along the embankment mature into leafy avenues, and dusty footpaths slowly become busy roads traveled by merchants, horses, and handcarts. What was once an isolated fishing village steadily transforms into a thriving riverside community. The pace of growth continues as prosperity spreads across the waterfront. Stone buildings replace older wooden structures, larger temples rise above the rooftops, and wealthy merchants build spacious courtyard homes overlooking the busy docks. Hundreds of laborers move crates between ships while fishing. Boats weave carefully among heavily loaded cargo vessels. At sunset, lanterns illuminate the riverfront, their warm reflections dancing across the calm water as music drifts from crowded tea houses. The skyline grows denser year after year, yet the Huangpu River remains unchanged, flowing quietly beside a city whose importance continues to expand. Everything changes once foreign steamships arrive, their towering smokestacks sending dark clouds into the sky. Grand European-style banks, customs houses, and commercial offices gradually line the waterfront beside. Traditional Chinese buildings, wide streets replace narrow dirt roads as horse-drawn carriages. Rickshaws and pedestrians crowd the growing city. Gas lamps illuminate the sidewalks while signs written in both Chinese and foreign languages appear above busy storefronts. Massive cranes load steel cargo ships along the river, transforming Shanghai into one of Asia's busiest international trading ports. Soon, magnificent domed buildings, luxury hotels, financial institutions, and government offices define the skyline along the Bund. Electric streetlights replace older lamps, trams glide through busy streets, and fashionable residents dressed in both traditional robes and Western clothing fill the sidewalks. Across the river, factories, warehouses, and smokestacks begin shaping the opposite shoreline, while jazz clubs, theaters, and luxury automobiles reflect Shanghai's growing reputation as the Paris of the East. Confidence fills every corner of the city as commerce, culture, and innovation flourish together. Yet history brings uncertainty. Military vehicles roll through the streets as sandbags appear outside important buildings. Soldiers patrol intersections, while anxious civilians hurry past, carrying their belongings. Smoke darkens the skyline as conflict leaves visible scars across the city, and military transport vessels replace commercial traffic along the river. Even during difficult years, however, life slowly returns. Markets reopen, workers repair damaged buildings, and families begin rebuilding what had been lost. With peace restored, Shanghai enters a quieter chapter. Bright advertisements disappear, replaced by simple government signs, while endless streams of bicycles fill the broad boulevards. Workers wearing matching uniforms travel each morning to factories, and offices as buses and sturdy trucks move through organized streets. Across the river, the skyline remains low and industrial, waiting for a transformation that few could imagine. Then, almost overnight, construction cranes begin rising above the opposite bank. Empty industrial land disappears beneath highways, bridges, apartment towers, and endless construction sites. Every passing year reshapes the skyline as roads spread outward and glassed buildings climb steadily higher. Suddenly, the unmistakable Oriental Pearl Tower rises above the city, announcing the arrival of a new Shanghai. Soon, Jin Mao Tower follows, then the Shanghai World Financial Center, each adding another layer to the rapidly changing skyline. The transformation accelerates even further as Shanghai Tower slowly twists upward beside its towering neighbors, becoming the tallest structure in China. Luxury hotels, landscaped parks, shopping centers, and modern transit stations surround the growing financial district while elevated. Highways carry endless streams of traffic below. Metro trains move silently beneath the streets as ferries, cruise boats, buses, bicycles, and pedestrians flow together through one of the world's most dynamic cities. As night falls, the Huangpu River reflects an extraordinary wall of illuminated skyscrapers stretching across the horizon. The crimson glow of the Oriental Pearl Tower stands beside the elegant silhouettes of Jin Mao Tower, the Shanghai World Financial Center, and the soaring Shanghai Tower. Cruise boats leave, shimmering trails across the water, while thousands of visitors gather along the Bund to admire a skyline unlike any other. From a quiet fishing village surrounded by reeds and wetlands to one of the greatest financial centers on Earth, Shanghai's remarkable evolution unfolds along the same timeless river that witnessed every chapter of its extraordinary journey.